Hey there, YouTube family. It's Stocks with Josh. I think I've got an eye-opening show for you guys today. We're going to start off by taking a look back on the heat maps for stocks and cryptos for the month of August. I think there's an outlier there that I want to point out to you guys. I think it's going to tell us a little bit of how money was flowing and maybe even give us some ideas of investments in the month of September. I'm going to take a deeper dive today into one of our favorite stocks, Verb Technologies. I wanted to go and have a better understanding of actually what the product was and compare it to its industry leader. I did that. I'm going to give you guys some snippets of it so you can see for yourselves. I want you to watch every second of this video because I think it's going to give you a really good understanding of this company and the opportunity that we might have in this stock in the long term, as well as our swing trade. If you guys are on this page, you know that we're doing a swing trade small account challenge with Verb where we're trying to move $200 to $400. We're doing it on the MooMoo platform, and MooMoo extended their best offer to date, which was 10 free stocks for a minimum of $100 deposit and 13 free stocks for a larger deposit. But if you deposit just $100, they're going to give you 10 stocks, and a number of those you're going to spin and get a chance to possibly get a $2,000 share. To keep it simple, you're going to make money. You can connect with me on the MooMoo app in the chat section. I am there posting and interacting with you guys. It's a great community. I'm on the MooMoo app because of their max extended trading hours, as well as their different order types that allow me to do all the swing trades that I would like to do. That's why I chose it and offering it to you guys so that you guys can follow me along and do those trades with me on the app. Take a minute, say hi in the comment section, hit the like button for me. If you guys want to join my small account challenge, then subscribe to the page and hit the notification bell. Okay, let's start off by getting into these heat maps and see what we can learn. So midday today, we've got a nice green day going for the second day in the month of September. We are going green. We'll have to see how this day finishes out. Yesterday, midday, this whole map was red. But it turned out to be a decent time to be buying some of our favorite stocks because by the day ended, things were moving green, and today has been green. I just want to take a step back and look at the month of August. How did that turn out? The month of August was largely a red month, but it was also mixed. We had a lot of green speckled into that month, but the last week of August was almost all red. So things began to turn pretty bearish at that point. So I also want to point out to you guys that in the month of August, there was some interesting standouts. We actually had a number of companies in finance. Finance was doing pretty well in the month of August, but in particular, Meta was also a green company in the month of August, as well as Walmart, which is more of a defensive play. I think Meta was up because it had been beaten down so much. Walmart is a defensive play. We know that oil did very well, but I actually was surprised to notice that Disney was up almost 8% in the entire month of August. So let's take a quick look at crypto heat map. Bitcoin has been vacillating around 1% up today, but ETH has been doing 3 times better at around 3%. The day is looking relatively green. We have some of our favorite cryptos are neutral, but we want to take a step back and look at the last week of August, which was a bad performer for stocks and cryptos, but let's see what actually performed well in the last week of August. The outlier, Matic. I bring Matic to your guys' attention quite a bit because I have been noticing that when things are selling off, Matic has been accumulating. So in the last week of August, when stocks and cryptos were down hard, we have Matic up 14%. We need to keep an eye on that. In addition to that, I want to take a look at the last month overall and see how crypto did in the month of August. And we see a kind of an interesting story developing there. I brought SHIB up to you guys a number of times. In the month of August, when almost most cryptos were down, SHIB was actually up 2%. And at the end of the day, ETH remained neutral, which is quite interesting. I do want to point one more out to you, which was Flow. I brought Flow to you guys at the beginning of the month, and it went up about $1.50 from the point at which I brought it to you guys. It was up 10% for the whole month. It has pulled back, and it is still a coin that I believe should be in accumulation, and it coming back to this price down to its beginning price of around $2. For me, that is a place to buy more. I still believe that we have an easy target on this one of $5. And so I will be looking towards that goal. All right, at this point, I'm just going to jump you guys into 2 overviews of the websites for Verb's largest competitor, as well as Verb. You guys, by the end of this, are going to understand exactly what the Verb product is. Let's take a look at that. All right, we are on the Whatnot website. I'm just going to point out what this product actually is. It's sort of a QVC of individual retailers trying to sell their wares. There's a little bit of functionality in the page. You can follow the particular vendors that you like. You can share their video with your family and friends on your social media. There's a community function right over here that allows you to interact with other potential buyers and talk about the products. And ultimately, at the end, you've got a description of what she's currently selling, sort of the item that's on the table right now, and then you can purchase it right here. And if you click on that icon, it gives you an option of shipping and payment that you can probably pre-populate. And I'm just going to turn on the audio so you can get a sense of what the show's like.
Okay, do we have no takers on this gorgeous Speedy that I love so much? It's so perfect for fall. Mar, thank you so much. All right, what else did we want to...
When people make purchases, it pops up on the screen saying the item just sold. So you can get a sense of this product, and we're going to compare it to Verb and see how it ranks in comparison to Verb. Okay, here we are on the Verb website, a very clean looking interface. I'm just going to start right off and click on a random video. This pops up this presentation. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. Just going to jump forward a little bit.
It's completely up to you. Yes, thank you. No, this chain, it has a good weight to it, but it's not heavy.
I'm going to kill the audio, and we're just going to kind of look at some of the functionality. So if we want to see some of the chat and what people are saying about it, we click on this little box here to the left. And it gives us the opportunity to put our own chat in, but we can also see what everybody else is saying, get a feel of how people are reacting to the piece. We can come over here and click on the bottom right, and we actually see all of the products that she's going to promote in this video. If we see everything and then we were to come back and like the first item, then you can just go ahead and click on that first item, and it makes her video small so you can continue to watch. But, and I've got the audio muted, but you get the layout, an option of adding those earrings to a cart. You could heart it to come back later. You could share it on your social media. You can follow her here. You can get product descriptions, and you can contact the seller and see product reviews. This is so much more of an interface than is being offered on the other app. Okay, I want to show you one more thing on this website. We're going to move from the market over to their sellers tab. This gives us an indication of the companies that are coming on board, and the list is just extensive. They've got American Ninja Warrior, Anheuser-Busch, Bacardi Limited, Banana Republic, Bare Essentials, Best Buy, Best Choice, Boston Beer, Chloe, Kylie's Closet, Easy Peasy Cakes, The Gap Outfitters, Pet Friendly, Saks Fifth Avenue, Sephora, Total Body, Total Gym. It just goes on and on. Every single one of those names I threw out there are billion-dollar companies. So the opportunity for sales and the connections that they're making is just extensive. And you got to remember what's important about that is they get a percentage of every sale. And I also want to point out to you guys how many of these names have new next to it. It's just showing that these guys are in an upswing and adding new companies one after the other. So this is like a juggernaut building momentum as people and companies and brands are coming on board. So I think it's pretty exciting. Okay, so from this point forward, we have an understanding of what the Verb technology does and exactly how it's differentiated from its competitors. But let's see how it's been performing. Technically, we're going to take a quick look into the charts. Again, the point of joining me on this journey is not just to trade Verb, but is to learn how I trade products by looking at their charts, what it is I see when I see the charts, why I told us that it would reach 89 cents and it hit 88 cents almost to the penny, why I told you guys that we should go to accumulate at 50 cents. That's what we're going to do now by going into the charts, and you guys can learn to follow how I chart. This is your time. Let's do it. Okay, guys, we're looking at the Verb Technologies chart. Obviously, for those who have been with me, we largely accumulated here the first time. We held it and ran it up and sold it here around the 88, 89 cent price. And we then said, hey, let's just wait. Let's let it come back to the 50 cent range. I called that we would hit 50 cents, and that's exactly where we've been. Here are the things I want you guys to learn from the charts right now. We're in a very interesting candle pattern, and this is compression. Okay, we've got compression going on right now, and what that leads to, and what that is when price pattern stays very close. We've been vacillating in this 50-cent range, which has really been a perfect range of accumulation. If you guys have not been buying this range, I don't know what to tell you. I have been dropping some bags here and there. Anytime it dipped slightly below 50 cents, I've been accumulating. Right? We had a low of 46 cents in that range, and we talked about that. We said that it could dip briefly between under 50 cents. They could get down to 48, 46. Be prepared to buy some. It did that just on one day, this one day here, and ever since then it's largely been vacillating around the 50-cent mark, and it's been compressing. So what happens with stocks is as they compress and they get into a tighter channel, they eventually have a much stronger expansion. It could be to the upside or the downside, but I believe with all the favorable things that have been going on with Verb, I would like to hope that we're going to see this continue to curve up and then move to the upside. We're going to have to make a lot of decisions with Verb along the way. I believe that the very next earnings report is going to be absolutely critical. It's ahead of us in the month of November, so we've got some time on that. But we're going to know a lot to see how this performs between now and then, to see what the market knows. They always know exactly what's going on because they've got analysts that speak directly to the companies and they get a sense of how the company is performing. We've taken deep dives into the company, so we kind of know how it's performing. It's doing well. We also see this on the RSI that we have what is referred to as bullish divergence. It means that even though this stock has been coming down or has come down overall, right, the RSI is actually pointing up. So I believe that we have some bullish divergence there. We're getting ready to do a little bit of a crossover as this is compressing. We're going to cross back over the signal line, and I'd like to see that we move back above the 50%. If we get back above the 50% on the RSI, we know that we're going to be straight bullish. So we have to be prepared that we are curling up against this line of support. We don't want to see a breakdown, but last time when the markets went crazy, we did break briefly beneath one of our key lines of support. So if the markets went mega bearish, we had another 1,000-point down day, we could break beneath that and I would be buying. I would just be accumulating in that zone. I'm not personally going to set a stop loss, but you have to assess your own risk. I'm going to be looking to accumulate, just as I told you guys, in this 50-cent range. I'm wanting to see this thing curl up here. That's what we're wanting to see. Cross back over this 15-day moving average, which is the red line that's running in between the candles, and cross back over this 100-day moving average. The more this 100-day moving average curls up to intersect with the 200-day moving average, this is where the stock is going to explode in price and take us above our mean price, which was our original take profit that we had considered. But as this crosses, as the 100 crosses over the 200-day moving average, that's when we're going to get out of the sub $1 zone and get back up into the $1, $2, $3, or $4 zone. All right, so that's the big picture. You know, you guys have seen the product more in depth. You've compared it to its competitor. You see all these big brand names, these billion-dollar companies that are jumping on board and getting involved in this company. You guys looked at the charts with me. We had some great calls on it in the past. I believe we're in the middle of a good call. We don't know as it's compressing where exactly it's going to go, but I'll be honest, I'm going to be a buyer if it dips. I believe this company's got a great chance. Now, the Whatnot company is valued at $4 billion, while Verb is valued at $50 million. So let me repeat that. Whatnot, which I think was not as good of a product as Verb, was valued at $4 billion, while our little Verb play is valued at $50 million. We're currently buying it at 50 cents. This could easily get picked up by an Amazon or another company that wants to integrate their software. I think it's going to be the future of selling. Everybody in the world can become their own QVC and market their goods, build their own little community and following around their persona, their identity, and their hard work of their products. I think it's definitely an up-and-coming company. I don't want to overhype it, but I'm invested. You guys know I chose it to bring it to you, and we're going to keep tracking it. We're going to keep looking at it daily. You guys know that I try to bring interesting and exciting plays to the family. This one is high risk, so you do not want to invest everything you've got into it, but it's okay to have some high risk in your portfolio. For me, this is an example of high risk in my portfolio. I hope you guys can take good precautions, and I think that we're going to be looking at making Hopefully another 1x on this, maybe 2x. I think there's a lot of opportunity. My biggest concern on Verb is selling it too soon or swing trading it, and and they announce a buyout or something like that, and it just pops way past my take profit range. But we'll see how it goes. You know, guys, that's it. I've got a lot of other things I would love to talk with you guys about, other stocks that we've been talking about on this channel that I need to cover. You take it one step at a time, one trade at a time, and see how this week plays out. As you guys know, I love you. I love interacting with you. Say hi in the comment section. Ask me questions about this trade in the comment section. Let me know what you guys bought or sold today. As always, peace and blessings, my friends. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.